You can just grab all the common vertices and scale them out.
What are you talking about?
Grab all the 4 common vertices and scale them out at the same time. Front view, and then marquee select.
Wait.
It's easier if you select
Before I put mine, I'm
marquee
actually
select.
going to go through all the cleanup stuff, right? Name and
I
mesh.
don't know how to go about doing that. There's
Here's the transforms, leave the history, all that kind of fun stuff. Save my file. If it crashes, I don't want to lose everything. Right, so we could UV at this point, could UV later. I'm going to hold off on it. The shape's not going to get too crazy when we go to sculpt it, so just UV it later. It's going to be pretty much just as easy as it would be now. So who remembers where I would have to go to export? Export selection. Yeah. File. Export selection. It's already got all my stuff set up. Go 2. Right? Start 2. I do that with Pillow every month. I want to know what I can delete later. So Pillow from my below res. Let's make sure all that's bundled into my naming convention. You know, like I said on, what was that, Sunday? You don't have to follow my naming convention for this stuff, but just do something that makes sense. So that way later when you're looking at your Maya low res, your ZBrush low res, your ZBrush high res, and all OBJ files, you kind of know what's going on. Right? You don't want to end up grabbing the wrong file and finding out that you ended up overwriting your work or lost it or something. So just naming things in a way that makes sense to you will make your life a lot easier down the road. Honestly, it's going to be a mistake that you only make once. Once you make it, it kind of pays for itself, right? All right. We're in ZBrush. Clear that off. I'm going to set up my document again the way I prefer. I'm going to do document to document to resize it to my screen real estate. I'm going to go document range and dial it down. Once again, you don't have to do that. I don't like the gradient, so I shut it off. Give everyone a minute to make sure you get your Pillow exported before we bring it into ZBrush.
properly labeled. The mistake you're supposed to have as a
Alright. Where do I gotta bring the mesh in? What was that? You gotta go to the tool palette. Right, you gotta make sure the tool palettes, there's lots of different things you can import. If you're not in the tool palette, Actually, I'll bring in your OBJ. Import. Find that OBJ file. It's in there. Drag it out on the canvas. Am I in 3D right now? What do I gotta do? Edit, right? The gatekeeper to 3D, the thing standing between me and actually, hopefully, making some decent looking art. Right, so I'm just gonna do some things real quick to kind of get my scene set up. I'm gonna change my material. That mesh kept red wax. Will lie to you. It's really not good. I'm gonna turn on my floor. So I can orient myself in 3D space. You know, if you had a mesh that wasn't basically symmetrical in almost every direction, you might not need the floor. Right? If there's a character, you know which way is up and down. This character says B. Something like a pillow, I have no idea. Alright, so in Maya, when I was getting ready to make this pillow, what was the first thing I did? Remember? The very first. Before the key. Yes. A reference image, right? So we're going to bring in a reference image to work with here in ZBrush. Since obviously in 3D, frequently we lean on reference to make sure that our details look accurate and specific. And the way I'm going to show you too, how to approach this requires the floor to be on. We're going to turn the floor on. We're going to go to the draw palette. I'm going to slide all the way down here where it says front back. So the ZBrush, as you may remember, kind of takes a less technical approach to how it refers to things. So these are where we can load an image plane. This method is called ZGrids. Not that that's going to be tested or anything. But we have front, back, up, down, left, right. Front, back, there's the front image plane, the back image plane, up, down, left, right. It's pretty straightforward English.
How did you get
Steps on that front, back, and then map one. Map one is going to be that front.
this out so I can get go about doing that?
Go ahead and click on map one. Click import, since I didn't bring that image in yet, and find my reference.
Click my box to get out of this. Then just click drag.
You can see now it's snapped into the grid.
Then edit.
So we notice anything kind of awry here? Go through with my reference image compared to my mesh. Lines up perfect. Does it? Scaling a little weird, right? So ZBrush is going to snap your reference image to the grid. So big, small, boop, snap it down. So there's a couple of ways you can approach it. In this case, since we're basically just doing pillow, I'm just going to come down to my deformation tab, my tool palette, find size, start the little slider and drag it to the right. It's going to resize my pillow so it kind of fits the grid. A little bit better. I'm going to get that to line up a little bit. Were you in edit mode with the grid back? Yes. Alright, we'll pause here for a minute. I'll check around. Maybe there's no view.
Look at this document.
Where are we looking at?
Oh, you gotta go to import. Yeah. Underneath the tool, go to import, go to desktop, find the OBJ.
Brush that should reset anything, and then remove it again. If it happens again, we'll do it again and we'll watch it. We'll see. We can't figure out what's going on.
And then just click away.
Yeah. Wait, how does... That's okay. I'm trying to... Yeah, I'm trying to understand how to count. Because, So how do you bump up that number again? The, points?
I forgot.
I want to say that it's...
Divide somewhere.
Yeah. Huh? That's what I'm trying to... What happened? But you control Z, right, to go back? Yeah, I want to know how to get the platform and also how to put the image in. Yeah.
Because right now we're not in 3D.
Ooh.
We have to be in like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to...
Could you imagine if we had like little mini pillows just on top of them? I forgot how to rotate.
Huh?
I forgot how to rotate around. I'm just struggling like how to get
Okay, so first you need to go to items, and then turn on the floor, and then the draw palette, the draw palette with down to front back,
Oh, I
and
think that's
click
what
on
you
map one, import,
Floor. It's on the
and
side.
then find it.
Thank you.
Go on,
Okay, so I'm trying to get the image in as well.
Okay, cool.
So-
Draw palette. And then down here to front back.
How do I also increase the number of points? I'm trying to also do that.
That'll be subdivided. So let's one thing at a time. Map one. And then hit import right where your cursor is. And then find that whatever image you're looking for. Once you get it in to subdivide, so then tool palettes, geometry, and divide.
I think wait, what? Yeah,
So
How did you get that?
I went to draw. Yeah, draw.
And then what?
You should go down to the bottom where it's clear. I think go to. Let me bring him over here once again. Chances of him coming to me. Because he was talking, he was telling me like how to go about like adding on like the points, but I don't want to. Do I go to tool?
I resized my mesh to power. So here you go to deformation,
It's not making
find
my
the size slider, and drag it to the right.
I'm in the size.
Yep. So somewhere in there, it's all screen right now. There's a slider that says size. You just take that slide it to the right.
There it is.
Hey, do you know how to
Otherwise, zoom
add
out. Out of it.
like more points onto the Because you know, like when we were working on the barrel zone, we had to like add on more points.
How do you zoom out of what?
Like out of it. Like when I
Just
read,
hit F. It'll frame it.
I'm looking at the
So hold option. Click in negative space.
Maybe,
Oh, click and hold.
maybe he might.
Hold on. Click and hold negative space, then release option in. So you're gonna hold option, click, keep your click down, release option in. There you
Thank you.
I got another pillow here.
go. Hit command N. Cool.
Oh, okay.
What's going on?
Here it's not switching out, but when I make a new one, it is.
Okay, so that one that's in the center is actually dropped from the canvas. So if you hit command N, it'll clear it away. And now click and drag to drag out your pillow, and then make sure you hit T to go into edit.
Oh, you have a
And then
bunch
how
of
do you get
points.
the picture in the back?
You're gonna have to turn on the floor,
Okay, I'm trying to add points just to.
and then go to
Do
the
we go
draw
to
palette,
surface or preview?
and then down to front map. Looks like you've already got open, and click on map 1. And then, so your dock is kind of overlapping the interface, but beneath your dock there is an import button.
Is
So
there any way I
it's
can move that
a
up?
couple of options. So hide the dock or scroll so that way that area of the interface is higher. You'll have to exit the, go back in the draw and kind of do that. If you scroll down, so click and drag, and then import. Find that image, and then import it. To subdivide, it's going to be in the tool palette.
Right here,
You're looking for geometry,
right here.
click into it, and then divide.
How do I rotate the pillow?
So what I would do in this case, since your pillow was kind of tilted sideways, is instead of putting your reference on front back, put it on left
Oh
right.
yeah, no, I think you hit option.
So if you go back into the drop
Hold
down
option, click on it.
and
Then you
go
let go of
click
this.
on where the little
and
pillow
then
is,
just drag back.
and click text
Oh,
drop,
you're on the surface. I wonder.
and
you have to
then
do
go
it
down
on
to
the
left right,
Yeah.
and click on map 1,
So
and then just bring your
steps.
picture.
Oh, and then just I think you take your finger off and then you move back, move forward. Yeah. It's all right. I kind of have like a. I want to say like a. Yeah, see, I was really hoping to kind of get that curve, but you know what? Maybe once I start texturing it, I might be able to
Yeah.
add in the curves. Yeah, I think if you control and whatever it is you're working in, you can like actually indent, make an indentation almost.
Oh, that's weird. It's still okay. Did you smooth out the pillow?
What do you mean?
Like if you go into geometry and find it,
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But it took away my corners. I had
Oh,
this.
can I make a new pillow? Because it might be different. It might be like,
How do I go about making that?
just click and then drag to make a new pillow. Oh, it's.
Oh wait,
Oh,
click the
hit
button.
Command N. Okay.
Oh, I don't want to do that because I don't want to get rid of it. Because God forbid, like the pillow that
If it
I
doesn't
make.
actually
Yeah.
work, yeah, okay. Yeah, I get it.
You know what? I'll work with what I have. Thank
Okay.
you very much. I'll work
No,
with
it's
what
just
I
saying
have.
because that's what
We got our
mine
level in
did.
there,
Like, didn't make it smooth.
reference in there. What do you think we do now?
We start forming it. Shape.
How do we do that?
We go into Endno and start using the tools.
Do what?
We start using the tools like we start using our brushes to start giving it more of a
Awesome. Yeah, we can start using the brushes, interacting with the clay. I'm just going to turn on my wire real quick.
we have a frame.
Shift that. Or over here, I'll be frame.
Oh. Oh.
So what would be a good brush to start with? What's that? Standard? Even before standard. So for things like standard and clay, you really need a pretty decent number of polygons to move around. Do I have a decent number of polygons?
No. We need
So we could divide it. If we want to use clay or standard, which would be fine, we want to subdivide it, right? Because right now it's just really not necessary. But if there's some larger shapes that we want to capture first, maybe think of a brush that's good for moving around just large volumes of clay. What was it? Beautiful. Move brush, right? BMV. So Bravo High Picture. The move brush. I'm going to dial up my brush size a little bit.
I think he's.
I'm just going to go in here and turn on symmetry. Right, so at this point, you take the move brush and you try to give it a little more life, a little more volume. Right, the pillow probably has some weight where it's a little bit of a pull out on the bottom, a little bit of a thinner area on top. I'm actually going to set my symmetry to X and Z. Right, so it's front, back, and left and right. And then if we use the move brush normally and click and drag, it just moves around in camera space, right? And the camera, if I hold Alt, or Option, here, back thing, notice how it moves the geometry along the geometry normal. So I can come along here, just kind of work over the mesh a little bit. I'm just going to make the top a little bit thinner, the bottom a little bit thicker, to account for that gravity. Whatever material is kind of filling the shape. Just play with it a little bit. And now I don't have a lot of geometry, so it really doesn't take too long to put this material into place. It's really not a lot going on. So now if I want more geometry, where do I go? Geometry, then what? Want to subdivide? We're going to divide. And let me shuffle around my interface so we can actually see what I'm dealing with here. Is that enough? One division? Am I happy now? Now I can go to town, sculpt like crazy? What do you think? What's that?
One more.
One more?
Okay.
Alright, I'm at 4,000 active points. What do you think? Is that good enough? Awesome. Yeah, so if I want to get any sort of decent detail, you can see even at this, 4,000, you can still see the polygon. So there's no way I'm going to be able to sculpt anything with any sort of appreciable detail. Let's just come in here, and I'm going to take my clay buildup. You can see it's really quite blocky, quite faceted. Right? So I'm going to take a page from Kenzie's book. I'm going to start at 250,000. Before we're done today, probably going to get upwards of 1 million, maybe 2 million, depending on where you're starting from. All right. I'm just going to start kind of working over the surface a little bit, right? The corner's a little bit more pointy. Maybe I take a smaller move brush. gonna pull this stuff out a little bit. I'm gonna take my pinch. Right, it's gonna be BPI. Come over here, kind of pinch on the surface a little bit. Work that seam area. This is part of kind of start looking at where your mesh differs from what a pillow needs to look like, right? Instead of worrying about the verts and the edges and the polygons, we're really just worried about how that surface flows through your space. Fly around. You know, I really like this basic material too to get that specular. So I can kind of see how my material moves. You can see how it the pinch point right here. You glass out a little bit smooth and get some inverted inflate. Soften this stuff up a little bit. I'm going to give you a minute. Try to get some of your larger forms to fall in line. Try to make it look not quite so generic. You know, the curvature of the silhouette. You know the weight of the filling. Just kind of push and pull it a little bit. Get the basic forms. At least kind of moving in the pillowy direction. Come on. So for most brushes, it does the opposite. So like for clay tubes pulls out right fall. People lots of cases in. With the move brush, instead of dragging it in the camera space, you'll move it along the surface. Make sense? We'll do it in a way that makes it a little bit more apparent. You can take my move brush, put off symmetry for now, come to the front, I'm just going to click and drag. I've done this a few times. And move to the side, you'll see it just took that geometry and just literally just slid it left or right in camera space, right? Along the direction the camera works. Let's see back and forth here. We have a couple of different places. Now if I hold Option and do it, notice how it didn't go to the right. Let's go through here. You kind of see what's going on. So even though I keep dragging to the right, or even the left, it's not moving left and right. It's moving in the direction the surface is pointing. Okay? Plus here, let's you play around. You know, try the move brush. You don't need a standard brush. You can see that any tool marks. Try to get those primary forms to read. It's going to have a lot of time for kind of playing around and sculpting, and then the end goal is really going to be getting this back in line. So right here, we're using the
So there's a brush called Peach. If you just hit Peach, it'll isolate it. And then if you just dance across it, you probably want a bigger brush. But you'll see how it kind of squishes it down.
Okay. How to increase the size of the brush? It's just gonna be right here, your drop.
So I pulled this forward.
What's up?
I pulled this forward, and I like the shape, but I don't like where it's facing. I like about just moving it, nudging it up.
You can just take the move brush and keep pushing it around.
But,
If it gets too kind of squishy on you, hit it with the inflate brush and it'll kind of blow it back up.
so wait, how do I go about fixing the face here? Would I just use the move tool?
Yeah,
Does
so
the
for all
move-
like the base form kind of stuff, I would just use the move brush.
Because the move seems to, wait a minute, maybe like, okay. Alright, cool. Let's see how that works.
Okay, so the first thing we do is shut off the polygon. Either shift that or just it's going to make it a little easier to see what's going on for you. Now, we are going to get into wrinkles in a minute, but what I would do is I would start with the grand brush and hit the lower area and use like the standard and smooth and go like this. Okay. Let's go.
Huh? Oh, you just gotta do what I'm doing. I'm not clicking on any buttons, by the way. Okay, this is gonna look somewhat like an goodness. Why does that look bad? Wait, if you hold control, you make the indentations inward, right? Yeah, wait, am I hitting the wrong button? Oh, I'm adding.
You're adding color. That's what you're doing.
Wait,
If you're
then-
holding shift, yes.
Oh, wait, I was holding control there. Wait, yeah, look at this. That's not what I want. How do I, where is he? You leave? Because if he left, place of assisted. How do I remove that? the crumple?
Yeah. And it's like the side giving
That makes sense.
is not anchored.
Wait, don't you hit shift and hold it? Okay, I just did it. Wait. No. Okay, now. Really? Yeah, I hear you. What did you use again? Crumple? I'm about to go to the. I was trying to. Okay, let's go. When you're using a move tool, how do you go about moving it in the opposite direction?
You mean like when you pull on the left, it goes in the right too?
No. It's like because like when I was using the move tool, it would pull it in whatever direction. So it's like this would be the surface would pull it forward. How would I go about moving it?
So if you're dragging your cursor one way and it pulls it one way, do the other way.
Oh no, because when you were making when you were when you were pulling the faces off to the side and stuff,
Okay.
and then you said if you hold this button, look at what now it does.
So
It goes
if
forward
you
and
don't
backwards.
hold anything and you click and drag, it just drags like the direction your pen moves.
Okay.
If you hold Alt, it'll push and pull in the direction of your pen.
Wait, let me go back here and just let me go to move. So so say for instance I'm dragging here, but I pull too far out and I want it to go inward. What would I then hold to push
So
it
in this
back
case, since
into?
you just use the normal click and pull, I would just click and kind of drag it back to the left or to the right. You can also try using smooth, since it'll kind of just even out the
Wait, smooth.
shift is gonna allow it to smooth.
Wait, how do I smooth this?
Hold shift, and then just dance over.
I don't see too much of a change, but I guess.
I mean, your mesh is already fairly smooth, but it'll kind of help even it out slowly.
Okay. That's nice too.
What's can you just like work with it with the standard brush and let me see kind of what that does when you just work across the surface? It's already active.
Yeah, that works. It's just.
And I'll work it and work on how hard are you pushing? So you are at 16 million active points. So smooth isn't working very much because you have so many geometry in there that there's really not a lot. So what I would do here is we have our escape slider here. You're at 9. That one, orange bar. Taking it down to the left, I would say probably 2 or 3. So maybe 6. Let's give it a second to figure out this thing. Okay, so basically, see what you're saying. The hard work can handle the amount of geometry. What's up?
I didn't know.
Although it errored, but it still did. So notice how now we're down at 1 million. So now what we can do is we can actually go all the extra detail. Like let's just think. So you just hit the higher, double higher. And now notice how 7 is your highest level. So now you're at 1 million points. This move is going to work a little bit better. If it's still not working as much as you'd like it to, you can always dial it down to 0.
Okay.
It's already fairly smooth. So like you do something with like say being standard, it's special. So line is actually smooth. But smooth is made for more polygons.
We're using smooth.
Yeah, I'm just gonna smooth out the edges so it's more natural.
Or you can also dial down your strips. And that's how mesh is actually 262 active points. The current angle in the street is 16. So now if you swap the height for smooth, it's going to work on 16. And then you just dial this back up to the right again and get back to the full.
Wait, so you're just running over it?
Yeah, I'm just gonna do this.
Wait a minute. Am I on YouTube?
We can just move.
Oh, I hold shift.
Yeah, you have to hold shift to do something.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm going to go up here and just try to push this detail a little bit further. Work on some of the creases, kind of give you a strategy for maybe bringing creases into your own shape. Just going to work on this kind of like, kind of subtle. I'm going to push a little bit further than it's actually in the reference here so we can see it. But it's walked out a little bit. But when it comes to any sort of crease detail, it's really a multi-step process. It's not like a one and done. You can't just be like, oh, this brush will, crease is finished. So first thing I'm going to do is actually acknowledge where that crease is using my damn standard brush. Kind of lay out a landmark for this little valley. So I come in here, kind of decide how I want it to flow. Make sure I don't have symmetry on. And just figure out kind of however you want that crease to flow across the surface. Just kind of start to acknowledge it. And at this stage, it's definitely not going to look like anything worth writing home about, but we just want to make sure we know kind of where it lives. Once you start acknowledging it, it's a matter of building up the volumes around it, right? So in this case, I've got the crease. I'm going to want to come to the top surface, pull this out a little bit, tuck it together so that crease is a little bit sharper. So I can start doing things like the standard brush. Start dancing across the surface a little bit to kind of build up that volume. Making sure to use smooth, kind of integrate it, right? If you just go and like stroke across the surface, you end up with just like a little caterpillar blob, so you have to go back and integrate it so it kind of flows nicely with the surface. Here, I'm actually going to dial back my intensity a little bit. I'm going to start building up this volume a little bit. Remember, ZBrush is pressure sensitive, so where you want it to have a stronger effect, you push a little bit stronger, then as you go away to integrate, you start lightening the pressure. It's a great place to use masking. Hold control, just mask off this upper area. Invert the mask, you can control I or control and single click the negative space. Go back to my move brush now, and now I can actually take this and kind of switch it down a little bit. They actually get some legitimate overlap between these two areas. Invert that again, maybe the bottom kind of pushed up a little bit. Control, drag the box off to clear it. And then of course we've got some integration here, right? Creases don't just end. I'm going to come in here with my smooth, and smooth that out. Even out anything that's looking kind of weird. Maybe I still have some more volume to shift around. You can see I'm kind of giving this weird overbite. Take my standard brush, just kind of come in here and working the surface again. I'm going to subdivide again and actually start to get some of this detail down here using the same kind of techniques. First, I'm just going to take my damn standard brush, start to acknowledge where this crease needs to live. Just get some landmarks, some general idea of kind of where this needs to sit on my surface. And we can just use the normal ones, right? Standard. In this case, I'm just going to use some move, mask off this top area so it stays still. Back, make sure I don't mess up anything back there. Start to squish this in a little bit, right? It's a little bit pinched corner. Pinch that corner a little bit. Clear that out and go back to my standard brush. S is the hotkey. So for all this stuff, if you hover over the slider, you see how it says draw S, so S is going to be hotkey there, intensity as U. You can also, for pretty much every basic feature of ZBrush, if you hold control and hover over it, it'll give you a little descriptor. If you ever wonder what something is, put the cursor there and hold control. Sometimes it's helpful, sometimes it's not, but it's definitely a good thing to kind of have an idea. You can also use spacebar. So hold spacebar, you kind of have access to a lot of this stuff. Build up some volume, integrate, rinse and repeat. Here you can actually use the subdivisions to your benefit, right? Makes it a little bit easier. I walk down my subdivision, smooth it out, each division. all push so cool.
What's the
That's what I'm feeling like we're doing.
Oh, yeah, but 64.
Let's see if we
One.
can't find a way to get some more interesting detail on it. So in this case, I have an image, then a couple. Just you write order alpha in Google. Right? So that's black and white image, just like we were doing with the brush. We can actually use this stuff to project detail across the entire map. Right? Instead of just making a single brush, we can kind of plot the done and call it one and done. We can actually use these images to drive global detail across the surface. I'm just going to go into my texture palette and import here. Right? So this is the image, texture, we're going to import it into the texture palette. Find that image. Like I said, these are just Googled. If you want to search for like denim material or really anything, or we can even use one of the images here in a minute. I'll actually use a contemporary. Make it the glasses shape on my pillow. Go ahead and open that. Notice that it didn't really do anything, but now it's popped into my palette. Come there. Then want the icon that says add spotlight. Now remembering which icon can be kind of tricky, but just hover over them. Notice how it says what it is. I'm going to add to spotlight. Okay. Light box comes up. Now I'm going to hide that. Now this is called spotlight projection. You see it's actually in front of my mesh instead of behind it. We have our radial controls here. It's hard to see since this is a white image, but if I click on any of these, you can actually see in the middle, it tells you what it is. I have resize, there's opacity, let's say this is opacity. And I can kind of slide this around wherever I want it. Once I'm happy with it, I can hit Z to hide the radial. Now you can see I can't move it around anymore. If I hit Z again, it comes back. If I hit Shift Z, it hides the picture. Shift Z will hide the picture, and Shift Z will bring it back again. Now that we're here, I'm just going to hit Shift Z to hide it for a minute. Bring my pillow, kind of line it up a little bit. I'm going to grab the standard brush, change it from dots to drag rectangle. And just to make sure we get a nice result, I'm going to make sure my symmetry is set on for X. And click and drag. Shift Z, go over again. How's that look? Kind of interesting, but maybe a little aggressive, right? See back. Dial down my Z intensity a good bit. Let's try that again. Z. Make it a little bit better. How do I feel about the back? Let's hide my. The back look good? What's that? On the sides here? Yeah. That has to do with the way it projects. So it's literally projecting it from camera space. So that's why it gets a little weird on the sides. And that's how the front pulls forward, the back also pulls forward. Right? So what we're doing is anything affected by it is moving in the direction of the camera. And that's why the side has nothing. Because once you're at the side, right, there's nothing. It's just sliding along the surface, nothing really magical happening. So now if I only wanted to apply this to the front, so that way I get the stuff on the back going in the correct direction, how would I stop the back from being affected? So I'm asking. Zoom out a little bit, take my mask, drop that down. Shift C to bring back the picture. We can drag. Give it a second, make sure it does its thing. Shift Z again. Is that looking all right? Control click to invert. Let's get a little excited on the other side. So I'm just going to do something different here. Bring in a different picture. All right, I can bring my leather maybe. Click on it. Add the spotlight. line it up, Z to hide the radial, and we'll just click and drag. You can see you pretty much use, whatever image you like, something like this. Fabric texture works nice. Just find a nice high-res picture of it. We can also take it a little bit further. So just go in here. I'm going to find that contemporary picture, right, the reference here. Bring this in. I'm going to strip this stuff out. I'm just select it with a little X. All right. Bring this one in. This time I'm only going to try to get the glasses. It's going to be a little bit of fabric that kind of comes with it, just as the picture. Kind of mask off an area here. I'm going to hold Control, click on it to blur it a little bit. Now let's see if we can't get this to apply. This one I'm going to hold Alt. And let's go there. And shut off symmetry. That's going to mess things up. Dial up my intensity a little bit. Let's actually strip some of this off so we can work with. Let's try that. Again. Oh, wrong way. Try to get something a little more interesting. So any picture really, it's going to use the luminance value to kind of push that detail around. So black and white is going to give you a little bit more of a one-to-one what's going on from the image to the mesh, but you can basically use any picture or something you want to kind of put on the fabric. I feel like I'm actually going to try this again so we can get something a little bit nicer looking. Nice little pair of glasses. And just want to get rid of this crease. I'm just going to walk down the picture too. Pause here a minute. You want to play with Alpha? Something, download it, try it out, see how it works.
I would change your brush. I would choose a standard brush. And then I would change from dot to stroke to rectangle. And that's good, right? And in Shift Z, it'll hide the picture. You can see what it's doing. Cool. Shift Z again, we'll bring it back. I got him, and then let's go.
I'm just gonna use the textures for my color. Okay, so I hit import, and then I have to.
So it's not over there in the little texture shelf, it's in the texture palette.
What do you mean?
So hit cancel on that, and go up to the texture palette. So not the texture icon on the shelf, but the palettes at the top of the interface.
Which are right here.
Yep.
So I go
Find the
to
texture one.
texture,
Awesome. And then that.
and import, and what's this is PillowAssignment. Okay.
Cool. And notice how back in the texture palette,
Okay.
not the texture shelf, but the texture palette.
Is it back here?
And then notice how there's that little icon selected. And then the 8 icons beneath it became active, which is the upper right hand icon out of those 8.
Wait, what do I do now?
So go back in the texture palette.
Okay, what do I click on?
There's these 8 icons. It's that icon.
Which one?
You
This?
hover over it. No,
This one.
the right one. This one. Add the spotlight.
Okay.
You can combo hide the light box. Slide it around. Use the E to deactivate the radial.
Wait.
And any sculpting you do will be
How do
affected.
I slide it? What do I hold to slide it around?
Just click and drag.
Wait.
It's the rightmost icon.
So I have to do this in order to move it around.
You're just. What are you trying to do?
Is this how I move it around?
If you just click and drag,
What do you mean? If I click and drag.
and then it moves.
Is it this one?
Yeah, the right one. Add the spotlight.
Okay, so then how do I go about selecting it? I just hit.
What are you returning to?
What do I do to then go back
Okay,
to
so you're
select?
happy with the image placement?
Yeah, right over
Okay,
here.
so hit Z to hide that radial. Cool. Now any sculpting you do is going to be affected by that picture.
Okay, so
If
then
you want to
what?
hide the picture and bring it back, that's Shift Z will hide it, Shift Z again will bring it back.
Okay, now I just.
So I would switch to like the standard brush. I did standard and drag rectangle for this first.
Wait, standard brush.
So how do you
Wait, where's this?
onto that?
Once you have it added in the spotlight, any sculpting you do is going to be affected by that brush or by that shell.
So what am
use
I?
the standard brush and drag rectangle for this first.
Wait a minute, this is weird.
So I can hide it here.
But you need it visible for the. Then I would take the standard brush
Okay.
and drag rectangle for the stroke.
Yeah. So wait a minute, that's weird.
So for the stroke, so Louis, you're on freehand and you're on dots. So it takes it to drag rectangle.
Ready? Wait, is this it?
Mhm.
Now.
And then Louis, you're going to want to bring the picture back up.
Uh,
Z to bring back up the spotlight. And now just click on the mesh and drag.
Okay. Now
And
what?
then hit Shift Z again to hide the picture so you can actually see what happened. There you go. Cool.
Now, if I wanted to change how it's looking,
Yes.
Wait,
How
can
how
I?
are you trying to change it?
like I don't want it to be that.
Yeah. So this is the intensity. You slide that down. Yeah, but
Wait,
at this
if
point,
I-
it's still display, so you can sculpt it however you see fit. Right, smooth brush, changing your intensity, changing the size of the brush, anything like
If
that.
I go to. Oh wait, I just hit shift and just start smoothing.
Yep. Anyway.
This doesn't look too bad.
Add some contrast.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Are you happy with the
Yeah. Wait, how do I get rid of it? Oh yeah, don't I just go to.
Did you save that?
Ooh. Oh no, it's too dark.
select the little icon back in the picture palette. Select the little picture.
This actually is not too bad.
Now,
This is really close to how to act. You know?
That's kind of why I like this.
Yeah.
that's
What did you do after you pressed Z to
that we left it here.
I think what you have to do is
Standard
I would kind of lower the draw size and the intensity, and then I think afterwards you kind of use the I think I think you use this you use the drag rec standard, and you should be able to then transfer your texture, whatever it may be, onto the pillow.
How'd you get the drag?
Oh yeah, it's that arrow right there. And then I think if you go over the pillow, it's kind of like I want to say it's kind of like punching the texture onto the pillow. Yeah. So, and I think if you put the picture down, you should essentially see something relatively close to. Oh, you guys can see that. It looks it almost looks like I don't know if it looks before, but when you had to flatten it out, you put between two cloths and you roll it flat. Well, that's what it looks like. That's how it looks like. Did I ever tell you about the dark phase?
Yeah, you showed me.
Yeah, that's right. I told you how it sadly met its end in the furnace. It got on Death Star. Blow up into so many pieces.
You guys know how to add the texture.
Yeah, so you're gonna want to go into standard, and then
Wow.
you see where it says dots.
But yeah, you want to turn that to drag rec. Yeah, so kind of like what she has right here. Like right
So
here, so
you're gonna
standard
want to
and
go
then
to
drag rec.
drag.
It's usually best to make the intensity a bit small, so that way it doesn't appear so rough. My intensity is like 25.
I made it small, and then you should be able to hit Shift Z.
Inaudible.
Oh wait, no, go back Shift Z again. You're gonna want to click, and you should be able to just drag, and it will start doing it.
Yeah, so by going over the material, you'll then be kind of transferring it onto the.
Okay, click out of Shift Z again. There you go.
That's so cool. That's really cool. I don't know. I kind of want this pillow.
Oh, now I see.
At least it beats the My Pillow. My name is Michael Windell. I'm inventor of My Pillow. That's just hilarious. I wonder if I can sell this at Bed Bath & Beyond. I don't know how much I'll get for it. Wow. You ever see the movie The Other Guys?
Yeah.
Remember like how Michael Keaton's character when he worked at Bed Bath & Beyond? That was like his other job. I think the funniest scene was like when the guys were fighting at the funeral and everyone's like whispers like, "Fuck. What the hell are you guys doing? This is not professional. Office is done." Oh man, the one scene that got me
You know what
going.
mine looks like?
Yeah. Wow. You know what really?
I think
You
if
know
I
what?
smooth it, it'll be fine.
I think I'm gonna have to go back to. No, let's go to freehand. We're gonna go to move. We're gonna bump up the size to. Oh. Okay, this looks like a legit pillow. Oh, it's Mark with Bill. My pillow. American made. Okay, I think. I don't know how to do this. moved out. I've just moved out. Something. My pillow isn't beautiful. It looks like one of those like flat TVs with large back size. That's what my pillow looks like. No.
Wait, look at the front of your pillow. Oh, for a second when you look at it from the side, it's brown.
Like a crispy pillow. Blue, Popeye's pillow. Let me bump this up. I think that I'll go through. How does this look now? Just stuck here. It's full of photos. We bring this down. I don't know. I like that. So let me see if I can run this effect then I need these guys come in. They're going to be giving us a demo as to how some of our milestones already. No, that's what I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to record my phone, upload onto YouTube, and actually send it to you. Whatever. Did you end your YouTube channel and upload the video at home? You forgot it, didn't you? You're like, there's something I have to do. Louis told me something really useful. He's always saying random stuff. I don't even remember it. How could you take my advice? You spit on it. Spit on a non-believer.
See, I like the front half of my pillow. It actually looks nice.
Alright, so. Why does that look so... Oh, I have it at an angle, I wonder. What if you just found like a dirt texture and just kind of like threw it on the pillow? The pillow made on dirt. I'm like what was it that Ed said? I'm like a woodpecker, except with dirt. No, it was I forgot what had happened. I have to look that episode up. My show. That will forever be my show.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really tempted to like do something else, but I don't want to mess it up. It's like what I said last time. Less is more. Yeah.
Less is more.
I'm just adding.
I'll stick with the color. I'll stick with the texture. And if you could just walk by my vicinity, I can request, ask, sir, what is the next step in regards to our pillow? What if that was like a competition in the class? It's like trying to make like a couple pillow. Yeah, it's like they walk by and it's like they just like think like how it looks. It's like this pillow doesn't look too comfortable.
I would use it.
This pillow doesn't look too comfortable. It looks really rugged. This pillow looks like it's stuck in rocks.
It's not the best.
It's not the best.
Yeah. They have like different like ratings. They have like satisfactory, mediocre, superior. And then meh. Meh. Like mediocre is above meh. Let me see if I can get these to happen after the finish. When I told my mom like who I had to like see, like I had to meet at, my mom like kind of made a face. She's like, "Wait, what's this last name?" Yeah. Oh no. I mean, at least he's not really. Yeah. I've never met anyone with that name, and I've always thought to myself, who just why? Okay.
Somebody came in, there was a couple who came in, they were born in the same as
Wait. Your last
His
name?
name was Fry. He was with the name person.
Michael J.
Yeah, and they
Well, somebody hates your child. Somebody really hates their
It was
child.
really
Is that the
bad.
actual name of the kid?
Yeah, somebody actually named the kid that. They called him Panny for short.
Like,
That poor kid, he's gonna get so bullied. He's gonna change his name to something.
yeah, imagine like he just comes home and he's like,
Let's
I
just
got.
hope he doesn't have a sister named French.
Yeah, but that would just be like so messed up. Like he comes home, he's like he got like punched in the face, and he's like he just walks into the door. I am not a happy meal. Oh my gosh. But what if like he was like a loose cannon and someone was walking in and said, looks like this guy's a few fries short of a happy meal.
What if he's a vegan?
That would be ironic. Name hamburger, you're a vegan. That is ironic. Yeah.
Like, what if he just looks like to be a vegan? He's like, no, I hate meat. I'm a vegan.
Yeah.
Mom,
That doesn't change the fact that
I'm taking it to supper, Dad.
nah, what yeah, it'd be cool if like he changed but if he wasn't become a vegan and he changes his name to Caesar. Oh man.
I don't know what you guys are
I'm
talking
just
about.
sorry.
Oh, she brought up like a kid that has like a weird name. Like,
Yeah, like my mom works at the birthing place down in Naples, and there's a couple and their last name is Fry, and they called their son Handy for short. It was so retarded. And that's his actual name, like it's on the birth certificate and everything.
Man,
Hamburger
it's just-
fry?
I would love, oh my gosh, I would love to see my driver's license.
yeah.
I feel bad.
It's like root, a teenager. Like,
BLT.
who knows?
I mean, there's always
I
weird
think
names
he's
like
another
that.
news, but then he's like real, then he'll get bullied before his name, I feel like.
And then you can know how
He's
to
fast.
How old is he
He's
now?
sweet.
Oh, I don't know.
That's just hilarious stuff. Man, I thought Angus was a weird name.
And this beef.
My friend Jackie told me there's this one school named Evil Angel.
Whoa.
That sounds like a rejected hot sauce name. Like, hey man.
I feel like that's supposed to be a emo song.
No, it's like that sounds like I don't know if you guys ever heard
Angel Friends, I feel
Yeah.
like that's the name of the dark angel. Evil
Uh,
Angel.
yeah, I'm trying. What's the name of that channel? Is it? Oh yeah, First We Feast. I don't know if you've ever heard of that. But on the channel, like the guy, he has like a segment where he'll like invite like celebrities onto his show, and like they'll eat like hot food, but like the hot sauces get progressively hotter. And he's had Seth Rogen. He's had I think what's his name? He's had Terry Crews. I think he's even had like interviews with Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I want to see Snoop Dogg and like some other celebrities. And like they would like eat hot sauces, and then on top of like eating like hot sauces, like while he's like asking questions and stuff. Now this guy, he's not fazed by hot sauces because they don't get to him. But like the actors and actresses and the different celebrities, you should see like their reactions. Like they start crying, they're like trying to talk through the tears. Like my eyes are burning. They got some tissues and they got like blow their nose and oh my gosh. And so there was like he was with Seth Rogen and like this other guy. I don't know if you've ever heard of the show. I think it's called Preacher.
Uh-huh.
I've never watched the show, but Seth Rogen, he's one of the co-creators. So he was talking to Seth Rogen and the other actor who's on the show, and he was like asking, "Okay, guys, I'm gonna give you 3 names, and 2 of them are an actual name brand. One of them is a fake. So it's like name brands for hot sauce, and I forgot what one of them was, but one of them was Beelzebub's butt plug, and it turned out that was the fake one. That's not a real name brand. Yeah. No, but my uncle, when I went to visit him in New York, he had a hot sauce called, I think, Hot Horny. Yeah, he had a hot sauce, and I think I tried it out, and it was pretty damn spicy. Yeah, there's man, I remember one time I had like a ghost, like my nose was stuck in there, like some ghost pepper hot sauce, and my god, I was like, I can breathe again, but my throat, it's on fire. And you know, the ghost pepper it's one of the hottest, but it's not the hottest, but there are some, you gotta. You ever hear that joke where it's like, you ever hear that message joke? It's like, how tall is Adolf Hitler and where did he live? Have you ever heard that joke before?
No, I haven't.
Oh, he's this tall and lives actually there.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
What, I don't know what the meaning of that was, why they all did that.
The Zig Hale?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just how they built it. Okay, so.
How do you get the glasses onto the pillow?
It's the same spotlight technique.
Okay, I for
Floating in
one.
that glasses picture instead.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I for one am feeling quite complete. What is the next step to then do?
We're not there just yet. Once I kind of get all the hands, then we'll be doing it up there.
Okay. But what are your thoughts on this pillow so far?
Looks pillowy.
Okay. Actually, that
That's
could
like
be,
my remark. Looks pillowy.
looks pillowy. Oh man.
How do you like it goes like creases?
I like how it looks. I like how it looks
those
melted.
things, like what you got there. Your pillow.
Your pillow looks very rugged.
Mine?
I mean, I'm okay with like a
No,
rugged
not the
pillow,
picture.
but
These
rugged
areas.
pillows like that, I have to use them.
It's
No, I'm just saying like the pillow looks rugged.
Okay.
The texture
Oh,
looks
you
rugged.
forget.
Like I would use that as like a secondary pillow. Like that would be my supporting pillow. It goes underneath the main pillow. You see, this is my main
Literally
pillow.
not making
That's
any
the
sense.
secondary pillow. Unless the main pillow works, then
This
I'll just
is
trash
actually
that secondary pillow.
crevice I made. This is good.
Pillow. I've never heard it put that way before, but I like it. I'm gonna remember that from now
You
on.
know, I don't like those type of pillows where it's like leathery.
Oh no! Why do they make those pillows?
I guess for decoration.
I don't know, man. That's a waste. If you ask me. It's like you have like a freaking cabinet full of like, all like this expensive china. It's like, oh, we can never eat off those plates. It's like, why are they?
Okay, I think the reason why they do that is if you have a leather couch,
No, like
you want something else.
if you ask me, a decoration would be like muskets from the Revolutionary War on your wall.
That's what intense
And then you
decoration.
have like a freaking boar's head, and you hunted that boar yourself and just put its head
With
on your.
those specific things? Or?
Well, I mean, you could use those muskets, but I don't know.
They're- well,
me
okay,
like
those
old
are
like
they backwards.
old school weaponry makes for great decoration. And on top of that, you have like a battle axe from like the freaking Vikings. You know, dude, do you know how heavy those metal heads were?
So
Like 20
if I
pounds.
push it here, is that
How do you want it?
and then go to now
Now wait a minute, you're gonna be trying to put the glasses on
yeah,
the pillow,
I'm
right?
trying to put the glasses. So what do I do?
Yeah.
So you'll see the height you're in. And then you can just click and drag a box across the surface and it'll apply
And
that.
it's only going to do the glasses. It's not going to do
It might do what's around it. You have to understand. Now, if you were to put like the black, you know, like the.
Yes, okay, just try it, see what happens.
Now wait a minute. What happened to you that the glasses got indented and then you had to like reverse them?
So since the glasses are black, they don't actually get affected. Everything else does. So I help Alt to push in everything in the glasses still.
Oh, I see. No. I think he meant option.
Oh, okay. So, really? I don't want it to take up the whole pillow, though.
No. Just go over the glasses. Go over the glasses. Oh, there's a show
I forgot the name of the show. It has was created by what's that British comedian's name again? Chevy. No, not Chevy. I have to look it up.
Oh god, no, it's spazzing out. Oh
Uh
no.
oh. We can't have that now, can we?
Oh my gosh, it took up the whole hall.
That's really cool. Let me see. I think his name is. I think it's called. No. What's his name? The Office.
Alright, so we're definitely running a bit long on time, but we're gonna have to move on and get this back into Maya. Right? So everyone's gonna wanna get that sorted out.
Ricky Gervais, that's his name.
Alright, so before I try to bring this into Maya, what's the first thing I'm gonna do? Awesome, I'm gonna save it, right? Save my tool palette, save. Make sure I save it in the right spot here.
Desktop.
Alright, so now the trick here is
File.
Yeah.
out of ZBrush,
I think you
generate
you
a
load the
low
tool
res
save
mesh
as.
and a
And
high
I
res.
saved it to desktop because I don't want this
Right, so
coming
something that's a
anywhere.
little bit more conducive to Maya, and something that actually has all of our detail. So some of you may have noticed in our geometry tab in the tool palette, we have this SDIB slider, and we can slide this all the way back to our original mesh, and all our subdivisions in between. Right, so the trick here is you obviously want something low. We don't want too many polygons to work with. But depending on how much your shape changed, the original mesh might not cut it. So in this case, notice my corners. Subdivision 1, they're real boxy and sharp and kind of chaotic. If I go up a little bit, you get a little bit better. So the question is always going to be, where do you want to draw that line for your poly count? Right? Something like this, I'm probably going to go with subdivision 2. Get the nice round corners. Basic silhouette is in line. I'm just going to set it on subdivision 2, and then come up here and export. And just like I was talking about before, right? I got my term ID, pillow, ZBrush, low. This month, it is the pillow, and it is the low res from ZBrush. Save that. Dial it up. Looks like we're at just over 1 million active points. Do you think Maya would be happy with that? Realistically, if I brought it in, Maya could handle it, but it's definitely not going to be very thrilled about it. Luckily, there's a process here we can actually try to save the shape while reducing the poly count. If we go on the Z plugin, use decimation master. This process is known as decimating or decimating the mesh, and we use decimation master to do it. You may notice in here we've got some numbers and some tags, right? 1, options, 2, pre-process, 3, decimate. So decimation is a multi-step process. Before we can decimate, we have to tell ZBrush to look at the mesh and try to decide what it wants to do. So this is going to be a pre-process current. You go to the top of the interface, you'll see there's a little thing going on, right? It says analyze the mesh, processing. This point is just thinking about it. It's just looking over the mesh and trying to decide what it can do to save on polygons. Reordering. Reordering. Already do this. Done. Active points are still the same, right? Still 1 million, so we're not done yet. Go back into Z plugin, decimation master. Now we want to decimate current. Run it. Should run pretty quick. Bam. Now we're at 209,000. Pretty good, right? Now, as with everything that's automatic, we'll take a look at it, decide if it did a good job or not. All right, let's see if it killed our detail. Looks pretty all right. What do you think about our edge flow? Right, so this is what decimation does. Takes your mesh and says, forget clean topology, everything's a triangle, everything's a mess. We just want the shape and the lowest poly count possible. All right. in the interest of time, I am actually going to decimate this again to get something a little bit lower. So pre-process. I'll do a little bit of thinking. Deplug in. Decimate current. Now we're down to 41,000. Just zoom in here, make sure it didn't get too sloppy. That's a little bit rough, but it'll make faster in Maya, so we're going to roll with it. Go back up to my tool palette. Export. All right, now we've got our ZBrush. Hi, right? This is the high-res mesh. Go ahead and save that one out. And see if Maya got mad at me for sitting still the whole time. I'm going to run through this pretty quick just because we are kind of out of time, but you notice in here we do have videos that kind of cover all the steps. So you can always kind of go back and review it after. All right, so I'm going to import my low and my high. I've got my ZBrush low. Let's go ahead and import that. Go ahead and name this stuff. Put it in a layer so it's easier to deal with. Import my high. Put it in a layer so it's easier to deal with. All right. So there's a few things we have to do. So the first thing I'm going to do is actually soften my normals. Right? Select the mesh and object mode, mesh display, soften edge. Then we didn't UV it before. We're going to have to UV it now. Luckily, fill is pretty easy peasy. I'm going to do a quick planer. Split it along the seam. Unfold. Okay. Fold and fold. And layer. Double check this. It's all right. All right, so now the complicated stuff. I'm going to select my low res mesh. I'm going to change from the modeling menu set to the rendering menu set. That's the trick. Right? Lighting and shading, transfer maps. Go ahead and pull this up and reset it to the back of defaults. You'll notice that my low res is selected, got put in there automatically. Go ahead, bring up my high res. Go to my source. All right, so my low res is the target, right? That's where my detail is going to. That's the target for my detail. That's going to go in the target. The high res is where my detail is coming from, and that's the source of my detail. So that's going to be in the source meshes. So we want a normal map, so I'm going to click normal. Notice the default name, sample normals.dds. You think that's a good name? Great name, just leave it like that. Alright, you're going to want to name this. Right, you always want to name your work. That way later I know what I'm looking at. Name it 1802 _ pillow _ normal, right? So the important part here is going to be the object and that it is a normal map. That way later, you look at your map or at your files and you're like, what is this JPEG? You know it's a normal. Alright, slide down to my common outputs. And we're going to dial this up. We're just going to do, we'll do 2048 right now. And let's just hit bake and see what we get. This down here, it's doing it. It's going to take a second. All right. Slide this down out of the way. hide our high res. How's it look? Anything going wrong here? Well, I don't see. And we gotta go to texture view, right? 6 on the keyboard. Lighting here is a little goofy. Should have used the default material. Alright. It's gonna drop on a new material, so it's not using that weird Lambert. And let's complete our history, so nothing to deal with. And I'm just going to go back up real quick. So it's a nice clean material, not that OBJ material, right? The one that I said to delete before. Alright, what do we think now? Look like a pillow? Yeah. All right, let's actually pull them both up and kind of see what we get side by side. All right, so we got the low, we got the high. All right. So we got the low, garbage topology. And almost 84,000 faces, or that's the high. The low is 1024 faces. Good thing. Successful trick. Does the low look more or less like the high? Yeah. Said myself 70,000 polygons. Pretty cool, right? Yeah. Now let's take a look at what a normal map looks like real quick. Alright, so the image that gets created here looks like this. Right? Generally purpley. You see a bunch of yellows, there's probably an issue. But we'll get to that Thursday maybe? Alright, so for the lecture activity, what I want to see. I want to see your low res mesh with the normal map on it. The normal map should be visible. Notice how we can still see the leather, the glasses, even though wireframe unshaded is on. Wireframe unshaded, and then your normal map. How do you feel about that? Like I said, the last part was a little bit quick. There are videos on here that cover the whole process. And we'll be going over it again on Thursday. Right there, low res, normal map, wireframe unshaded. Any questions? Nope. You did your job right. I shouldn't have to. Questions, comments, concerns? What are you thinking? Right, get it in on Thursday. We're going to be doing this again, but on some food. Instead of a pillow. Something that you can actually use for your milestone 4. Have a little more overlap, so that should be fun and exciting. Is there a question? What's up? I'll take a look here. Okay. All right, anything regarding what we got going on here? No? Alright, cool. That is all I got for you. And then you got 315 for last 10. That's perfect.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
exactly do you do all of that? Like,
I
it's
don't
like
know. He
jumping
just said that there's
around.
videos, but the thing that bothers me is that those videos are outdated because the person that's in them is either working in 2016 or 2017, and the interface is completely different. And that's why it bothers me. I want to see if he's going to be available tomorrow. Even though he told me he's only available this Tuesday and Thursday, I need to see if he's available tomorrow because, you know, yeah, I want to learn this and do this properly.
What's up?
I had a question in regards to his schedules. I wanted to meet with him tomorrow to get help with this because the podcasts and stuff, they usually work in either like 2016 or 2017, so the interface is very different. And so that's
Oh,
why
I can tell you, like, well, I would check with the schedule. I can tell you, like, almost nothing's changed between, like, 2016, 2017, or 2018. And especially since, like, ZBrush has primarily been the same.
Okay,
So you shouldn't have any issue.
Yeah, it's just
So how do you go about uploading this tomorrow? That was the part that I missed out on.
Oh, you just need to export it as an OBJ. So you're going to do a export for a low res and an export for a high res.
So how would I do that? Would I go to
Scroll that all the way to the top.
this already?
Yep. Right there where it says export. Yep. That's how you export stuff out.
wait a minute.
And then I would keep this as the same and just have it as low res?
Yep.
Wait, is this high resolution or low resolution? I'm not sure. Because when I
just hit cancel for right now until you start messing with your subdivisions.
Will you be available tomorrow by any chance? Because will you be available tomorrow by any chance? Because I don't know what to do.
No, what time?
How about 10 o'clock in the morning?
What's that?
10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I can do it.
Tomorrow? So you can help me on this then? Okay, because I already saved an image. Oh wait, no, I saved this. Wait, is this? What's the difference between here?
What?
Okay, because I went to File Save As, and I just saved it as Big Pillow, and this was up to 7. And then
Under file?
yeah, no, when I went to Save As.
Okay, so that's under 2.
Yeah, okay, but then it was up to 7, so that's what this is. It's
So a ZTL is a ZT that has all that subdivision information no matter what level you're on. But if you set your subdivision to a level that you want to export and then export it, that'll bring just whatever division you're currently on.
so then I guess tomorrow you could explain this to me then.
Yeah, and if you go to the LMS, there's a video that kind of walks through the process step by step as well. And, I'd review that, and then when you come and meet with me tomorrow, we can just make sure that all the pieces kind of fall in line.
The reason why I don't watch the videos is because I have a reason, because sometimes like the person works too fast, they'll click on something, I have to spend time finding it, so it's better if I just kind of get assistance from you tomorrow.
Well, I mean, I'll help you either way, but if you overview it first, then we can kind of find where the gaps are, the things that were in the video that kind of got missed, and make sure that we really drill on the weak spots.
And that's another thing, I don't even know if I'll be able to watch the videos because I still have my projects to make. I haven't finished.
Well, I mean, yeah, obviously the milestone delay is probably more important at this point, but just do what you can, and then I'll see you tomorrow.
Wait, save changes to ZBrush project before closing?
You did what now?
I turned my geometry load, for some reason it jumps back up to 16.
Wait a minute.
And so I loaded it, and then do I just export it as what I loaded it to? Or
So whatever subdivision it looks at, when you export that subdivision,
so how would I find the difference in that?
How do you save like a regular?
and then there's a top of the interface and it says 65%.
Yes.
So that checks what you see on the screen already.
Okay.
And if you go to the geometry tab of the toolbar,
So,
here?
quick question: is this his own phone?
What do you mean?
Okay, over here we have the project. We have the project and tool. What's the difference between the two?
So the tool includes basically the mesh and subdivisions. The project includes a lot more than research. Can have undo history, canvas settings, brush settings, material selection.
Okay, then where I go to save it as a project,
Under file.
which is
The file palette, top of the interface.
right here. File. What do I go to? File, save as.
So we have the slide nested file. So that's our subdivision. So if you slide that to the left, you'll see that active
Yeah.
So what should be the correct? Because it was at 9 all the way at the top.
Well, so I mean, it all depends on what every number is 4 times.
Okay. Yeah,
The
you see
whole
it just goes
project.
right back up to 0 lines.
Well, it's going to, like now you're only at 16,000, not 16.
Yeah.
So you're still low. But, so, you're going to drag it all the way to the left. Cool. Alright, so that's your lowest subdivision. Notice how like those bottom corners are the lowest division?
Yeah.
Well, you want to go over this. Let's go ahead and slide it to subdivision 2 and see what that is. Probably a little bit better. With here, like,